hello. We're driving. You don't have any Velcro place to get stuck to here. It's not as good for you. I really shouldn't have this up on here. Okay. So, oh, look at all that birch bark. You know, I'm really looking at the birch bark, not because of birch bark, but because I spent all day yesterday, or all morning, I spent 2.5 hours unrolling birch bark. Imagine. Okay. So, our next word, we're playing Balderdash, remember? Balderdash is a game of bluffing. You write down a definition for one of these words, and you put it on a piece of paper, and they all get passed around to the person at the end of the table who is making up a definition also, but also he's writing down the real definition, which is on the back. So you can read those definitions if you want. See, because if you're writing your own definition, then you need to know the real ones. Okay, and our words are, those are our words. Slip, sliding away. Slip, sliding, and those are the definitions for those same words. Slip, sliding away. Maybe I could just see the birch bark better because all the leaves are off the trees. And also because everything is dark. That's what it is. Let's see if there's a train coming. No train. I love seeing those trains down there in that valley. This house has been for sale for a very long time. I think it's a wonderful place to live, right beside the train tracks. Wow, you could hear the trains go by and you could walk along them. So if this is a train track here, this road there must go over the... Oh, I see. Oh, I see. It's just somebody's lane. Okay. So let's carry on now. Our next word... Should you desire to accept this challenge, you need to make up, a Lothario is a fast-talking gigolo, and I don't want to talk about them. So let's go on to a plant used for making rope. Kurrajong. 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 That's your word. What do you think Kurrajong could mean? Kurrajong. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. Mary, Mary, king of the bushes, he laughed. Kookaburra laughed. Kookaburra gay, your life must be hard. Okay, so a Kurrajong could have something to do with a kookaburra. A Kurrajong could be maybe a nest that the kookaburra makes. He nidificates. This drive is so beautiful. My friend lives down here. I could go see her, but no, I have to get there to where I am going, which is a Relief Society meeting. I have to call this lady. I was going to come and see her pottery stuff. I wanted to buy a wheel. I looked in the used section. I thought maybe I could get a wheel for something really cheap. You know, $50, $100. That would be very cheap for these huge $1,200 wheels or something. $2,000 wheels. Even the $900 wheels. Anyway, I phoned her about it, and instead of having just the wheel to sell, she has 3 kilns and the wheel, clay, all kinds of tools, and I think the tools were included. And one other thing. What's the other thing? Oh, furniture. Kiln furniture. Lots of, the little stilts to hold see, in a kiln, you have furniture, which is, I know nothing about kilns. I'm starting everything. Okay, so in a kiln, like if your kiln is round, you'd have a round sort of a cement or plaster dish, and that would stand up on little posts. You have little feet or little posts. You put the post down, then you put this on top. So you start out with putting all your stuff in the kiln, like maybe you have one on the bottom, and you put all your mugs that you're going to fire on that. Then you put these little posts in it, and then you lay the furniture on top, which is another floor. And And then you would put your bowls and whatever else you're going to put. And then you put little posts. Maybe you say you've got a pitcher and you've got some bowls. And you end up with, and you got a little piece of furniture, a little square piece or whatever. You put the little square, you put posts down, the little square one on this low area, and this tall area can be tall. Then you pile more little things on that area, more furniture on top. So anyway, furniture costs a lot of money. That stuff does not come cheap. So even though you may have a kiln, to buy your furniture costs a bundle. Well, she has all the furniture, 3 kilns. One kiln is for a small one for a low temperature firing for bisque, like for your first firing. And then the other 2 are, I don't know much about kilns. She's got the names and numbers of them. More birch bark. You know one way to get birch bark to get a really long strip? You take it off in a spiral. You cut the spiral off of there. So you cut at a little bit of an angle so that you're coming around and around and around. And then you can get like a 10-foot long piece of stuff. Say you want to make baskets and you don't want to keep having to change your pieces because it's really hard to connect birch bark pieces. Trust me. So if you wanted to do like a big spiral, that's how you would do it. You would cut the birch off like that. Okay, so did you make up a definition for kurrajong? I like this. Kurrajong is a plant used for making rope. So it must be a certain plant. I wonder where that plant grows. And I wonder why we haven't heard of it. I thought of hemp when they said for making rope. And there's... Anyway, kurrajong. I wonder what baling twine is made out of. It's made out of something like that. Some kind of a plant, I believe. It rots. It's not nylon or anything. Oh, they do have nylon now, but... Okay. Ta-ta!